Have you ever taken your daily vitamins, believing they're the secret to staying healthy and strong as you get older, only to find yourself struggling to do simple things like standing up, walking across a room, or climbing stairs? It's a subtle change you might blame on getting older, but what if it's not just age? What if those supplements you've relied on for years are secretly weakening your legs, throwing off your balance, and threatening your independence? For many older adults, this isn't just a possibility, it's a hidden truth linked to some common vitamins in your cabinet. We're uncovering 3 everyday vitamins that could be quietly hurting your strength, and these aren't the ones you expect. Stick around until the end, because we're not just pointing out the problem, we're giving you clear steps to take control, protect your mobility, and ensure you can live life on your own terms, strong and steady, for years to come. And if you find this information helpful, perhaps you would consider staying connected for more insights on healthy aging. Let's start with vitamin E, the silent muscle weakener. Vitamin E has long been celebrated as a health champion, promising things like heart protection, youthful skin, and a shield against aging. It's everywhere in multivitamins, single capsules, anti-aging creams, and marketed with words like vitality. For many, especially older adults, it's a daily habit taken with the idea that it's a harmless boost. But underneath this good reputation is a surprising twist. Vitamin E, when taken in excess, can turn from friend to foe, silently hurting your muscles and mobility, especially as you age. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that your body gets rid of when there's too much, vitamin E is fat-soluble, meaning it stays in your fat tissues and liver. This build-up might seem helpful, but it's a hidden risk. High-dose supplements, common among those seeking health benefits, can push levels into toxic territory over time. For older adults, this excess can mess with the connection between nerves and muscles, which keeps you steady and strong. As aging already reduces muscle mass through sarcopenia, too much vitamin E can speed up this decline, causing a series of subtle but serious effects. The damage sneaks up on you. You might notice it's harder to get up from a chair, or your legs feel unsteady when walking. Feeling a little wobbly when stepping off a curb might be dismissed as fatigue or just getting older, but these could be signs of weakening muscles, with vitamin E as the unexpected cause. Tiredness in your legs or hips might appear during simple tasks, like walking to the mailbox or climbing stairs, leaving you tired faster than before. Adding to the problem, vitamin E's blood thinning effect can increase risks if you're on medications like warfarin, raising the chances of bruising, bleeding, or a fall. It's frustrating how easily these symptoms are ignored. Feeling sluggish or weak is often blamed on age, not the vitamin you've trusted for years. Doctors might miss it too, overlooking that pill you take each morning. Yet, as your body changes with age, what once helped can harm. Vitamin E shows the shift perfectly. The irony is you don't need huge doses. Foods like sunflower seeds, almonds, spinach, or avocado provide plenty of vitamin E safely with no need for supplements. If you're taking high doses, like 400 IU daily, it's time to stop and talk to your doctor, bring in your supplements for them to review. You might find your healthy dose exceeds safe limits, especially if vitamin E is hidden in multiple products, like multivitamins or senior blends. Add it all up, you could be overdoing it without realizing it. Far from a villain, vitamin E is essential in moderation, but too much can weaken leg strength, balance, and independence. Skip the pills, enjoy whole foods, and reassess your routine. Your mobility is worth it. As an example, consider the story of Miss S. Gable, a vibrant 70-year-old who loved gardening. She started taking a daily vitamin E supplement for its antioxidant benefits. Over time, she noticed increasing weakness in her legs, making it difficult to kneel and tend to her beloved flowers. After consulting her doctor and reviewing her supplements, she realized she was exceeding the recommended vitamin E intake. By adjusting her supplement routine and focusing on vitamin E-rich foods, Miss S. Gable regained her leg strength and returned to her gardening with renewed vigor. Next, we have vitamin A, the bone and muscle drainer. Vitamin A has earned a great reputation over the years. For decades, it's been hailed as a powerhouse for sharp vision, glowing skin, and a strong immune system. You'll find it in multivitamins, fortified cereals, and even old-fashioned remedies like cod liver oil. It's the kind of nutrient that seems like a no-brainer for staying healthy, especially as you age. But here's the catch: like vitamin E, vitamin is fat-soluble, meaning it doesn't easily flush out of your system. Instead, it builds up in your fat tissues and liver, and when levels get too high, it can start causing damage in ways you'd never expect. Aging already brings challenges. Your liver slows down, your muscles take longer to recover, and your bones naturally thin out. This leaves less room for mistakes with nutrients, and too much vitamin A can push your body past its limits. One of its sneakiest effects is on your bones, especially in weight-bearing areas like your hips and legs, which keep you upright and moving. Research has linked high vitamin intake to faster bone loss, a serious concern for older adults. Even a small drop in bone density can turn a minor trip over a rug or a slip on a wet floor into a fracture that sidelines you for months, or worse, permanently changes your quality of life. But the damage doesn't stop at your skeleton. Your muscles can take a hit too. Many older adults notice a nagging heaviness or ache in their hips and thighs, especially after standing or walking for a while. It's tempting to shrug it off as a sign of age or overexertion. You might say, I must have done too much yesterday, but what if it's not just that? What if the vitamin A you've been diligently taking every day is quietly draining the strength from your legs, making every step feel harder than it should? The tricky part is how easy it is to overdo vitamin A without realizing it. It's not just in supplements, it's in fortified foods like milk or cereal, and that cod liver oil capsule you take for joint health, and even in your diet if you're a fan of liver or other organ meats. Layer a multivitamin on top of that, and you could be sailing past the safe limit without a clue. Because vitamin accumulates over time, chronic overuse can lead to toxicity, especially if you've been at it for months or years. So, what should you watch for? Persistent aches in your hips or upper legs that linger without a clear cause, a tiredness that sets in after walking even short distances, like from your cot to the front door. Maybe you've started avoiding stairs or cutting back on walks, not because you don't want to, but because your legs feel unreliable. These aren't just inevitable signs of aging, they could be your body whispering that something's out of balance. The solution isn't about ditching vitamin entirely, you still need it, but about getting it smarter and safer. The best form for most people, especially older adults, is beta-carotene, found in vibrant veggies like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and kale. Unlike retinol, the preformed vitamin in supplements and animal products, beta-carotene is a precursor. Your body converts it into vitamin only as needed, with no risk of toxic buildup. It's like a built-in safety net. If you're taking a vitamin supplement, especially retinol-based or from cod liver oil, take a closer look. Are you doubling up with a multivitamin or fortified foods? It's easy to rack up more than you need, and that's where the danger hides. Consider asking your doctor for a blood test to check your vitamin levels, especially if you've been supplementing long-term. Standard labs don't usually include this, so you'll need to request it specifically. Knowing where you stand could be a game changer for your bones and muscles. The bottom line is more vitamin isn't always better, especially as a fat-soluble vitamin. What you thought was a wise health choice might be undermining your ability to stay strong and mobile. Skip the high-dose pills and let whole foods take the lead. Your body knows how to handle nutrients from nature. It's been doing it for a lifetime. For example, John, a 68-year-old retiree, was diligent about taking a multivitamin and cod liver oil for joint health. He also enjoyed liver once a week. Over time, he began experiencing unexplained hip pain and fatigue. A blood test revealed elevated vitamin A levels. With his doctor's guidance, John reduced his supplement intake, limited liver consumption, and focused on getting vitamin A from sources like carrots and sweet potatoes. His hip pain gradually subsided and he regained his energy levels. Finally, let's explore vitamin B6, the nerve damager. Vitamin B6 is often pitched as a pick-me-up for your brain and energy levels. It's a star player in supplements aimed at older people, popping up in multivitamins, energy shots, memory-boosting formulas, and mood-lifting blends. You've probably heard it's great for keeping your mind sharp and your spirits high, and since it's water-soluble, the common wisdom is that it's harmless. Your body just pees out what it doesn't need, right? Not so fast. While that's true for most water-soluble vitamins, vitamin B6 is a dark side when you take too much, and it can hit your nerves, especially in your legs and feet, harder than you'd ever imagine. Here's the shocker. Even though B6 is water-soluble, taking it in high doses over time can still lead to toxic buildup, and when that happens, it doesn't just cause a little discomfort, it can trigger a condition called peripheral neuropathy, where the nerves in your extremities start to malfunction. This isn't a minor annoyance, it's a slow, insidious process that can rob you of sensation and control in your legs and feet. It often starts small. Maybe you feel a faint tingling in your toes, like pins and needles that come and go, or perhaps there's a slight numbness that you brush off as just sitting too long. But as the excess B6 keeps piling up, those sensations can spread and intensify. Your legs might feel like they're falling asleep more often, or your feet don't seem to land quite right when you walk. Some describe it as a dead leg sensation, like their limbs are only half awake. Others notice they're stumbling over nothing, their gait wobbling as they cross the room. Suddenly, stairs feel like a gamble, and the thought of falling starts to loom larger. This isn't just a physical toll, it erodes your confidence. your sense of stability, and your freedom to move without worry. What's heartbreaking is how often people blame this on aging or fear something worse, like a neurological disease, when the real cause might be a B6 supplement they've been taking for years, thinking it's boosting their energy or brain power. How much is too much? The safe upper limit for B6 is typically 100 mg per day, but many supplements blow past that. A multivitamin might pack 20 to 40 milligrams, an energy blend adds 50 more, and a memory pill tosses in another 30. Before you know it, you're doubling or tripling the limit daily. Worse still, the nerve damage from B6 toxicity isn't always reversible. Stop taking it and some symptoms might ease, but others, like chronic numbness or shaky coordination, can stick around for good. That's a heavy cost for a vitamin meant to help you feel better. So how do you protect yourself? Start by auditing your supplements. Check every label, not just your multivitamin, but anything promising energy, focus, or mood support. B6 hides in more places than you think. Then, lean on food instead. Bananas, avocados, potatoes, turkey, and chickpeas deliver B6 in amounts your body can manage, with no risk attached. If you're feeling tingling, numbness, or odd sensations in your legs or feet, don't wait, talk to your doctor and ask for B6 blood tests. It's not part of routine panels, so you'll need to be proactive. Catching it early could save you nerves and your mobility. For instance, Sarah, a 72-year-old active volunteer, began taking a B6 supplement to combat fatigue. Over time, she developed numbness and tingling in her feet, which made walking increasingly difficult. After consulting her doctor and undergoing a B6 blood test, she discovered her levels were significantly elevated. By discontinuing the supplement and focusing on B6-rich foods, Sarah experienced a gradual improvement in her symptoms and was able to resume her volunteer activities. The bigger picture is that your leg strength matters. As we age, it's all too easy to write off every twinge, stumble, or wave of fatigue as just part of getting older. Society drills that into us, and we start to believe it's inevitable. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the weakness in your legs, the tiredness after a short walk, or the shaky balance you've noticed isn't just time catching up, but a side effect of the supplements you've trusted to keep you strong? The truth is that muscle and nerve decline isn't always a natural byproduct of aging. Sometimes it's fueled or made worse by overuse of vitamins like E, A, and B6. In the right amounts, they're allies. In excess, they turn into silent saboteurs, weakening your leg strength, dulling your nerves, and threatening your ability to move with ease. This isn't about scaring you, it's about empowering you. Recognizing the signs and making informed tweaks can preserve your mobility and independence for years to come. Your legs aren't just for walking, they're your ticket to living life on your terms. Don't let a pill take that away. Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't be. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight, but you do need to act with purpose. Step 1. Grab every supplement you take and tally up the vitamin E, A, and B6. Step 2. Compare that to safe limits, ask your doctor or look up guidelines. Step 3. Shift toward whole foods, nuts, seeds, veggies, fruits, and cut back on pills unless they're truly necessary. Step 4. Schedule a check-in with your healthcare provider to review your routine and, if needed, test your vitamin levels. Small moves now can keep you steady and strong for the long haul. You've got this. Investigate your total dosage. It's not always one pill that gets you into trouble, it's the weight they add up. Many older adults unintentionally exceed recommended daily amounts without realizing it, not because they're reckless, but because they're combining sources they haven't fully tracked. For instance, imagine your morning starts with a multivitamin, then you take an energy boost supplement at lunch, and later you eat a bowl of fortified cereal or a protein bar. Each of these might contain overlapping vitamins like vitamin E or B6, quietly pushing your intake far beyond what's safe or necessary. Grab a notebook or your phone and jot down the doses listed on each label. Add them up for the day. Compare the total to the recommended daily allowances. You can look these up online or ask a professional. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. Knowing your real intake empowers you to make smarter choices. Consult a doctor who is aging. Not every doctor is equipped to guide you through the nuances of health in your later years. If possible, seek out someone who specializes in the needs of older adults, a geriatrician perhaps, or a functional medicine practitioner who looks at the whole picture of your wellness. Schedule an appointment and bring your list of supplements along, neatly written out or even the bottles themselves in a bag. Be open about how you've been feeling. Mention any specifics, like weakness in your legs when you stand, trouble keeping your balance, or the odd tingling sensation in your hands or feet that comes and goes. These could be clues tied to your supplement habits, and a knowledgeable doctor can connect the dots. Don't settle for a quick nod. Find someone who will listen and dig into what's right for you at this stage of life. Request a detailed nutrient panel. When you're at that doctor's visit, don't just settle for the usual blood work. Ask for a comprehensive nutrient panel that specifically measures your levels of vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin B6. These tests aren't always standard, so you'll need to be clear and firm. I'd like my vitamin levels checked, please. High levels of these nutrients can build up in your system over time, especially if you've been taking supplements for years, and they can cause subtle but serious issues, like nerve damage or muscle weakness, that you might not link to your pills right away. Once the results are in, your doctor can tell you if you're overloading your body and help you figure out how to scale back safely. This isn't guesswork anymore, it's science giving you a roadmap. Prioritize nutrients from real food. Whenever you can, shift your focus from bottles to your plate. Your body knows how to handle vitamins and minerals when they come from natural sources. Think vibrant fruits like berries or oranges, leafy greens like spinach or kale, lean proteins like chicken or fish, hearty whole grains like quinoa or brown rice, and nutrient-packed nuts and seeds. These foods deliver vitamins in balanced amounts, paired with fiber and other goodness that supplements can't mimic. Unlike pills, which can dump concentrated doses into your system all at once, food lets your body absorb what it needs and ditch the rest without the risk of build-up. Start small if you need to. Swap a supplement for a handful of almonds or a baked sweet potato. It's not about overhauling everything overnight, it's about trusting nature to nourish you better and safer than a factory-made tablet ever could. A gentle reminder, this is about taking charge. Let's be clear, this isn't about scaring you into throwing out your vitamins or doubting every choice you made, it's about stepping into your power, your strength, your ability to move freely, your independence. These things are precious, and they're worth protecting. With a few thoughtful adjustments, you can safeguard your body, keep your legs steady, and enjoy an active life for years to come. You're not just avoiding problems, you're building a foundation for thriving. That's the goal here, and you're more than capable of reaching it. Another overlooked risk is the trap of too much sitting. Even if you've got your supplement routine perfectly dialed in, there's another sneaky threat that can undermine your leg strength, and it's something so common you might not even notice it creeping in, sitting for too long. In our modern lives, it's easy to spend hours parked in a chair, reading a good book, watching your favorite show, scrolling through the news, or just resting after a busy morning. It feels harmless, even sensible, especially as we get older and conserving energy seems wise. But here's the catch. Prolonged sitting isn't as innocent as it seems. It's a silent saboteur of your mobility. When you sit for extended stretches, your leg muscles don't get the workout they need to stay strong. Over time, they start to shrink from lack of use, a process called muscle atrophy. Weak muscles mean shaky balance, which turns simple tasks like getting up from a chair, stepping off a curb, or climbing a few stairs into risky endeavors. Meanwhile, inactivity also chips away at your bone density, especially in weight-bearing areas like your hips and legs. That loss makes fractures more likely, even from a minor stumble. The stats are sobering. Falls are a leading cause of injury among older adults, and weak legs are often the root cause. But here's the good news. You don't need to run marathons or lift weights to turn this around. You don't even need a gym. What matters is regular, gentle movement woven into your day. Try a slow walk around your living room or backyard, a set of easy chair exercises like leg lifts or seated marches, or a few minutes of stretching to wake up those muscles. Even standing up every hour to shake out your legs or stroll to the kitchen helps. It boosts blood flow, keeps your joints limber, and tells your bones they're still needed. Think of movement as a daily dose of medicine, free, simple, and tailored to you. Just as you're mindful about your vitamins, be deliberate about moving your legs. Your body was built for it, and it rewards you with strength and stability when you do. Let me share a heartfelt note from one senior to another. Let me talk to you not as some expert in a white coat or a voice from a screen, but as someone who's been around the block, someone who's seen the years stack up, watched the world shift, and learned a thing or two about what keeps us going. I've lived through enough seasons to know that aging isn't the villain we sometimes fear it is. It's not the years that slow us down, it's the little choices we don't question, the habits we let slide, the things we assume are fine because they've always been that way. I've watched people I care about, friends, neighbours, even kin, lose their spark, their steadiness, their freedom to move through life on their terms, not from some dramatic disease, but from quiet, everyday missteps they didn't see coming. They pop their vitamins religiously, trusting the promises on the bottle, never suspecting that those same pills might be sapping their leg strength or muddling their nerves. Over time, it hit me hard. Good intentions aren't enough. We've got to be wiser than that. So, here's my plea to you from one season soul to another. Pay attention, take stock. You've earned every year you've lived, now make them count. Tune into your body, notice if your legs feel heavier than they should, if your steps waver, if there's a tiredness that lingers. Those aren't just old age creeping in, they're signals, soft nudges from your body asking for a closer look. You've got the wisdom to hear them now. You deserve to stride into each day with your head high and your footing sure. Don't let outdated routines or sneaky oversights steal that from you. You've still got plenty of say in how this goes. Ask the tough questions of yourself, your doctor, your habits. Dig into what you've been told about health and see if it still holds up. The point isn't just to stretch out your years, it's to fill them with vitality, independence, and purpose. Your legs are your lifeline to freedom. They carry you where you want to go, keep you steady, and let you stand tall. And now, armed with this know-how, you can protect them. Take a fresh look at your daily patterns, your supplements, your sitting, your movement. It's never too late to tweak what's not working and build on what is. You've got this. Every mindful step you take today is a gift to the you of tomorrow. Keep moving forward, literally and figuratively, you're worth it. Well, there you have it, the surprising truth about how some of your daily vitamins might be quietly weakening your legs and the simple steps you can take to protect your strength and independence as you age. We've covered a lot today, from the hidden risks of vitamin E, vitamin A, and vitamin B6 to the power of choosing whole foods and moving your body to keep those legs strong. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down, and now you've got the knowledge to make sure it doesn't. What have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment and comment below with one thing you've picked up from this video that you'll put into practice in your life. Maybe it's checking your supplement labels, swapping a pill for a handful of almonds, or adding a short walk to your day. Let's keep this conversation going. And if you are enjoying these insights, consider joining our community to be notified about future discussions.